Welcome to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most anticipated SUVs of the year, the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep has been refining this model for decades, and with the 2025 edition, they've managed to strike that perfect balance between rugged adventure and refined daily driving. If you've been waiting to see what Jeep has in store for this year's Grand Cherokee, buckle up because we're going on a detailed ride. Let's start with the design. From the outside, the 2025 Grand Cherokee looks both familiar and fresh. Jeep hasn't reinvented the wheel here, but they've sharpened the edges. The signature 7-slot grille is slimmer, with updated LED headlights that give it a more modern, aggressive stance. The hood lines are more sculpted, and depending on the trim you pick, you'll find different grille accents, wheel options, and chrome or blacked-out finishes. The base trims lean toward sleek simplicity, while the Summit Reserve and Trailhawk trims turn up the personality with bold accents and beefier wheels. The overall vibe is premium, but still tough enough to look at home on a trail. Now, size-wise, the 2025 Grand Cherokee continues to offer two versions, the standard 2-row and the larger 3-row Grand Cherokee L. That gives you flexibility depending on whether you need extra passenger space or prefer a slightly more compact footprint. Both versions look commanding on the road, and Jeep has made sure you get that unmistakable SUV presence. Moving inside, this is where the Grand Cherokee has made huge strides in recent years, and 2025 continues the trend. Open the door and you're greeted with a cabin that feels upscale and inviting. Soft-touch materials are everywhere, and Jeep has clearly aimed to compete with luxury rivals. Depending on trim, you can get open-pore wood, quilted leather seats, and even ambient lighting that makes night drives feel cozy and modern. The layout is driver-focused, with a wide digital gauge cluster and a central touchscreen that dominates the dash. Speaking of screens, technology is front and center here. The Grand Cherokee now comes standard with a 10.1-inch infotainment screen running Jeep's Uconnect 5 system. It's one of the better systems out there. Fast, intuitive, and compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Higher trims can add even more screens, including a front passenger display for navigation and entertainment. Rear seat passengers aren't left out either. There's an available entertainment system with Amazon Fire TV built in, perfect for keeping kids happy on long road trips. And of course, Jeep packs in all the latest driver assist tech, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and available hands-free driving features on select models. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where Jeep really sets itself apart. The 2025 Grand Cherokee offers multiple engine choices to fit different needs. The base engine is a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, which has been a workhorse in the Jeep lineup for years. It delivers solid power and efficiency for everyday driving. Then there's the 5.7-liter Hemi V8, available on certain trims, for those who want more muscle and the ability to tow up to 7,200 pounds. But the big news continues to be the 4Z plug-in hybrid model. That one combines a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder with electric motors and a battery pack, giving you around 375 horsepower and the ability to drive short distances on pure electric power. It's the perfect option if you want rugged SUV capability with a greener edge. And of course, since this is a Jeep, capability is never in question. The Trailhawk trim remains the go-to if you're serious about off-roading. It comes with features like an adjustable air suspension that can raise the ride height, underbody skid plates, tow hooks, all-terrain tires, and Jeep's Quadra-Drive 2 4-wheel drive system with a rear electronic limited-slip differential. This thing can crawl over rocks, ford streams, and handle trails that most other SUVs wouldn't even attempt. But what's cool is that the Grand Cherokee can do all that and still feel refined when you're just driving to work or picking up groceries. Let's shift gears to ride comfort. One of the most impressive things about the new Grand Cherokee is how well it balances smooth on-road manners with rugged ability. The suspension tuning is spot on, soaking up bumps while still keeping the SUV stable around corners. Road noise is minimal, and with the available air suspension, the ride gets even more luxurious. It feels like a vehicle that's just as comfortable pulling up to a fancy restaurant as it is pulling a trailer or hitting the dirt. Fuel economy varies depending on the engine you choose. The V6 is decent for its size class, the V8 is naturally thirstier, and the 4Z is the star if efficiency is your priority. With the plug-in hybrid, you can get over 20 miles of pure electric driving, which is perfect for short commutes, and then let the gas engine take over for longer trips. That dual nature makes it both eco-friendly and road trip ready. Now let's talk about pricing and trims. The Grand Cherokee comes in a wide range of trims, starting with the entry-level Laredo, moving up through Limited, Overland, Trailhawk, Summit, and topping out with the Summit Reserve. Pricing starts in the low $40,000s and can climb well into the $70,000s if you fully load a Summit Reserve with the 4Z powertrain. That's a big spread, but it means there's a Grand Cherokee for a wide range of buyers. Whether you want a well-equipped family SUV or a fully loaded luxury off-roader, there's a version that fits. So who is the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee really for? Honestly, it's one of the most versatile SUVs out there. Families will love the roomy interior and safety tech. Adventurers will love the off-road chops and towing capacity. Tech lovers will appreciate the screens and connectivity. And for those looking for something that blurs the line between mainstream and luxury, the upper trims absolutely deliver. At the end of the day, the 2025 Grand Cherokee is a continuation of Jeep's formula: capability, comfort, and style rolled into one. It's not the cheapest SUV in its class, but it's one of the most well-rounded. Jeep has managed to keep the spirit of adventure alive while making the vehicle refined enough to compete with luxury rivals. And that's not an easy balance to strike. So if you're in the market for a midsize SUV that can do it all: commute, road trip, haul, and explore, the 2025 Grand Cherokee deserves a serious look. It's one of those vehicles that can fit into almost any lifestyle, and it proves once again why the Grand Cherokee nameplate has been such a success for more than 30 years. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me which version of the Grand Cherokee you'd pick. Are you leaning toward the luxury Summit Reserve, the rugged Trailhawk, or maybe the efficient 4Z? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.